Welcome to Empire Exchange, the podcast where spirit, style, and self meet. Right now, I'm your host, Tori, a psychic, a tarot reader, and a creative guide. Here to help you align your energy, evaluate your vibe, and build your empire from the inside out. Whether you're tuning in for an energy forecast, a dose of inspiration, or just to have a little bit of intuitive magic, you're in the right place and you're here exactly where you're meant to be. Let's get into it. Now, this first episode here today is going to be a little bit about you guys getting to know me, getting to know what I'm about, getting to know who I am. So let's get started with that. My name is Tori Leona Tibbs. I am a 36, originally from Baltimore, Maryland. Well, around Baltimore, not exactly Baltimore, Maryland. I went to college to study to be a high school history teacher. That didn't happen. I'm currently working as a life insurance agent. I'm not gonna tell you what company, but hey, if you need life insurance, hit me up. Now, I've always had gifts as a child, and because of these gifts, I've always had certain lessons I've had to learn, certain places I had to go to. Now, I'm living in Pennsylvania, about 20 minutes south of Scranton, to be exact. Some of you may know, some of you don't know. Scranton's that place where the office, by the way. 2 hours from New York. Excuse me. Apparently, I'm tired too. 2 hours. 2 hours from New York. 2 hours, north of Philly. All right. Now, like I said, I've always had gifts as a child, and one of my gifts as a child is I can always feel energy. I won't ever forget, and I have plenty of stories, so we'll definitely get into that. But I will never forget having, just these notions that something was going on, and something that eventually did happen. I'd always feel someone's energy before they even said anything, and just beautiful things like that. Now, in 2020, I had a Kundalini awakening. Now, for those of you that don't know what a Kundalini awakening is, it is when all of your energy chakras open up at the same time. At the same dang time. So what that has caused me to do is it has caused me to walk in my purpose. So I started learning tarot. I've actually read tarot for a decent amount of people now. I own, I would say, close to 40 different tarot decks. So definitely, tarot is definitely on that path there. With that, I have also learned that I am a clairvoyant psychic. Now, clairvoyancy is something that a lot of people may have and they don't know it. I definitely had it and didn't know it. Confirmation yawn. But definitely, I do feel like you may have it and you don't know it. But definitely, when it comes to clairvoyancy, it is something that it's not necessarily like the spirits speak to you, but they speak to you. If you're clairvoyant, you understand what I mean. But if you're not clairvoyant, it's more like they show me and point out things versus speaking. In fact, this might be for somebody specific. Right now, I'm seeing a rocking chair. In this rocking chair, I'm seeing a cigar. The cigar is it's like a particular branded cigar, but I can't tell exactly what kind. Whoever that is for, that could be for anybody here. That could be for somebody in the future. Whenever you watch this video, this could be confirmation for you. Maybe you need to watch it. But that could be somebody that can pass on. Something about cigar smoke is also important. But anyway, I also have done some energy work. Now, I personally have never done Reiki, but I know people who have. And actually, if you're in the PA area and you want, and let's just say that if you know a good Reiki healer, leave that in the comments. Because baby, I need my Reiki line. Well, I need more than that line, but that's beside the point. But definitely, now a little bit about my style. Now, you can't be an empress without an imperial style. We all have things that are beautiful towards us. Now, for example, I am a Gemini sun. I'm on the cusp of Cancer though, so I'm in Gemini Cancer sun, a Capricorn moon in a Leo rising. Sorry, I forgot. Leo rising. So definitely my style does play into that. You are gonna see me wear a lot of like tan. Red looks really good on me. Well, that's my skin tone. But red looks really good on me. I try to do my makeup all the time, as you can see. It's a little. For those of you that are watching the video, like I said, I don't know if I'm even putting a video up. I'm just kind of like toying around with this still. But if there is a video, you'll see that I'm definitely makeup out. My hair is normally always blonde, representing the lion. The lion is Leo. There's a lot. We'll get into everything. I want to teach you guys your astrology so you know how to, deal with those type of things too. All right, now how this all came about is something interesting because I have been fighting. I have been fighting for a long time to A, understand what the hell I'm doing, and B, try to expand myself. Um, like, for example, some jobs that we work, we may not make the money that we want to make, but there's a reason for that. That's not where we're meant to be. The universe right now has got a lot of interesting or crazy things going on. We'll definitely talk about that. But once again, that's not exactly where we're meant to be. So definitely, when it comes to confirmation, y'all, definitely when it comes to energy work and just understanding yourself. Yes, but how the Empire Exchange came to be and why I called it the Empire Exchange. Let's start with that because hey, I'm an Empress. I'm always gonna call myself that, whether you like it or not. I'm an Empress. Um, and Empresses, I always say the Empress because the Queen has to clean them for a kingdom. An Empress, that's an empire. I what do I know? I'm just some random, chick on the internet. Um, Now I'm gonna try to refrain from using curse words, but I know myself. Now, what we're gonna do here weekly, I'm going to give you an astrology report. Now, your weekly astrology report is just what's going on in the planet. What is going on, or where you need help with. Sometimes, what's going on in the planet affects us down here, and it affects us a lot. We're actually gonna get into that in just a little bit, but we're definitely gonna do a weekly astrology report. I'm also gonna get a psychic prediction for the week, which sometimes matches the astrology report depending on what that is, and they kind of bleed into each other. So definitely look out for that. I have my notes over here. Confirmation, y'all. All right, now, and then we'll have a weekly tarot reading. Now, that's just for this one episode. This one episode isn't going to be super long, but it's definitely going to be setting up for the future episodes in the future. Now, there's also going to be a fashion report. There's like something going on with fashion, like Fashion Week. Um, you can check out my TikTok for outfits of the day on Wednesday, or like get ready with me. I'm going to start doing those. You can also check out Facebook for my daily tarot, the kind of vibe too. So you can always go there. Always go there. But we'll also be pulling we'll do an 8-card spread for your week, just to get you an idea of what may happen to you this week. Once again, these readings are all collective. They are not private readings, so use your discernment. Now, if you do want to book a private reading with me, on Instagram is the best way to reach me as of right now. There was a website that's going up at some point, but Instagram is the best way to reach me right now. We can definitely talk about that then. But yeah, a weekly tarot reading. You're also going to get a rant report. Now, a rant report is literally going to be 20 minutes of me ranting about whatever comes to mind. If you know me, you know that I can rant about anything. So the rant report should be loud, and that all starts next week. I don't want to bombard too much here, and I want to make this less editing as possible. And I just want to kind of put this out to like tell myself that it can be done. Now there is some music playing in the background. I do have some heart chakra music because we all need some self love. We all need some love for self. Now, I did plan on this being an hour, but it may not even last that. Well, we'll see. I guess I definitely didn't put as many topics in as I thought it was going to. Or maybe I'm just not talking as much. I don't know. But as far as got my handy dandy phone here, we'll get into the astrology report for the next week. So this is the astrology report starting on the date of what is Sunday's date? I want to make sure I got the date for you guys. The 16th to the 27th. This is going up on the 7th. So, well, it should be going up on the 7th. So, we're going to do astrology report from the 16th to the 27th and see what it says for you guys. I'm just going to pull that up real quick so I can actually look at it and then give you an accurate astrology report because that's what you guys deserve. And I apologize, I should have had this already ready. But you know what? Once again, a lot of the stuff I'm going to be doing is going to be a lot of trial and error. There's going to be a lot of trial and error. Because, once again, it's a little weird. I'm literally just talking to myself right now, which is, it's okay. I'm not saying it's not okay. But definitely just talking to myself right now. And I'm trying to pull up an astrology report. Okay, let me see what this is. All right, so as far as your astrology report for next week, which is the 11th, sorry, today's the 11th, which is the 16th to the 22nd, we do have obviously the sun is going to be in Scorpio, and that's going to be trining Jupiter in Cancer. They're both water signs. The trine is always just like a triangle or like a like working together. So they are working together with the sun and Jupiter. There's some abundance there. Somebody may have some abundance or things definitely are coming together the way they should. Jupiter is definitely like a planet of abundance. It's a planet of like what's the word I'm looking for? Saturn is a planet of like structure. Jupiter is a planet of abundance. Jupiter is a planet of like also structure, but not like crazy structure. This could also be an older person. Jupiter also represents the husband a little bit. Now, if you're not looking for a husband, but some of you may not be, Jupiter represents the masculine spouse. Let's keep it like that. There we go. Now, things are definitely coming together with this report here. We also are in Mercury retrograde. That actually began on the 9th. So it's a time for revision and possible miscommunications. Also technology, sometimes short-term travels, a thing here. I don't really feel that for the collective, my collective at least. But I do feel miscommunications and not missed thoughts, but like overthinking. Overthinking that leads to a miscommunication. So definitely watch out for that next week because that's definitely possible. Jupiter is also going to retrograde. I don't know exactly when, but I think it's close. But from Sunday to Monday of next week, so the 16th and 17th, you're going to have a lot of confidence. There's going to be a lot of confidence in the air, and there's definitely going to be some things that you prepared as it's going to come to fruition. Now, you may also see things magically fall into place. But with that, always with Mercury retrograde, you need to check it at the door. Don't just bring it all in with open hands. Always just check it at the door a little bit. All right. Now, with the midweek, the energies are more grounding. Now, if you are looking to like find some sort of like partnership, or like or when I say partnership, it could be a relationship or just an actual partnership. It's good for that time. The communication is great to have then. All right, and then the end of the week looks like there's some momentum building, some sort of momentum building, that's going to be very, very productive for you. Something that you may have to like still think about because we are in retrograde season, but definitely take that chance there. All right, now as far as like general advice, uh, when it comes to your communication, just rethink everything. The sun definitely supports that. However, with the sun in Jupiter trining, it does enhance authenticity. So now is the time if you have a creative venture, a creative project, or anything creative that you want to do it. Do it now, and do it as authentically as possible. Be yourself. If you want to go viral, this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. Just as long as you are 100% authentically you, that's not going to be a problem. Let's keep it real. It's never a problem. But definitely just be you. That's the vibe I'm getting here. What else we have here for this report? And you know what's interesting? And this might be a message for somebody out there, including myself. You know, if you've been holding off on any like projects, this is the week to polish them in a line rather than rush. So, I mean, I'm gonna put this video out first, but you best believe after I put this out, I'm going to probably revise well, I'm gonna revise the crap out of this. If you know me, you know I get very like not, I don't want to use that word, but I get very anxious over specific things. If things aren't done the way I want them to be done, that's something I get anxious over. All right, now what else do we got here? Be patient with yourself, because I do feel like next week is going to be a lot about timing. In fact, a lot of things are going to be about timing in the next like 6 months. Or I'm going to keep it real. That's what I've been feeling. And the next 6 months is perfect timing, but it's perfect timing depending on what you're doing. I gotta move this down. Maybe. Oh, my mic failed. Okay. It's perfect timing depending on what you're doing. I probably sound louder now, so I do appreciate it. I do, apologize if I was not loud. I might decide to turn itself around. You spin me around. No, sorry. But anyway, it's time to revise. I hope you guys. If I have to record this video, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm also not gonna edit this too hard, so if I messed up, it's just gonna be there, and it's gonna be me. Well, but I'm gonna say it here regardless. Anyway, the emotional and spiritual, as far as connections go, they are getting more emotional. They are getting more serious next week. Now that's definitely the report for next week, the astrology report. So let's see, as far as like some psychic predictions, what do I feel like is going to happen for the collective next week? Now, I want to spend a few minutes on this. I definitely think that next week is going to be super important. And when I say super important, it's just going to be important to the people. And it's going to be important in a sense for like something is going to take place that is going to change the landscape of everything. And I do believe that there's some sort of like, I don't know, energetic shift or something that is going to take place as well. That's going to force anybody who has been holding back on themselves to release that. Once again, I don't know how many people are going to watch this first video. It's definitely going up the way it is, with minimal editing. But remember, if you have something that you want to do, stop holding back with it. Stop, you want to go to school, go to school. If you want to, like, uh, write a book, write a book. If you specifically want to do a dance, do a dance. Post a TikTok, post the, just make the post, make the post. It's giving. We all need to just start being authentically us, and I think next week is going to be the week where we become authentic in ourselves. And I feel like each zodiac sign is gonna deal with something different authentically, and it's going to be very fruitful for them. Let's get you guys a quick little tarot reading for next week, and then we might go on a small little rant before it, but we'll see. All right, Spirit Guide, Ancient Guides, Ancestors, please give me the answers. Let's get a collective reading. Like I said, you guys, these readings are collective. So take what resonates to you. So anything that feels good in your heart, accept that. Everything else, just let it go. Let it go. So we're gonna get you 8 cards here for the week ahead. We start with the Four of Swords. Now the week ahead may start with the Four of Swords is always about like taking a little bit of a break. Sitting back, and I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot. All right, so with that Four of Swords, I do feel like there's some sort of mental break that's happening. You're just taking a second to recharge, taking a second to refuel, and that kind of stuff. Now, we also have the Queen of Wands. Now, for those of you who know all about the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands, it says Mother of Wands, by the way. But the Queen of Wands always gives me very much beauty. Now, there's a snake on this card, so I'm feeling a rebirth. Somebody is maybe having a rebirth here. A rebirth, and their rebirth is around. Bring this up to you guys so you can see it. Rebirth is around those eggs. Eggs represent something new, something being birthed, some creation. So I do think you are creating something. Or something you have created, or something you're thinking about creating, is going to inspire you. Now, this actually does go with our, my psychic prediction a little bit. So, what else we got, Spirit? Come on. All right, now we have Justice. Justice is a beautiful card to have. Now, this Justice card, I mean, you could be part of the LGBTQ with the rainbow in the background, but you don't have to be. But Justice is always about equal. Also, it's ruled by Libra. I don't know if you know many Libra, especially Libra men. Child back. But definitely with these 3 cards, I do feel like there's a very strong pull of the universal justice. Now, if you are going through a court case, you could, see something positive there. And if it's a court case around something creative, we can see something positive there too. But I mean, is there anything in pop culture going on right now? With music, I don't know. I feel like something musical might be happening. But what else we got here, Spirit? We have the, is it 7? 1, 2. Yep, 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is always like, it doesn't always seem like what it is. And I like this card because it literally tells you, hey, there's something underneath the surface. So you may not see something. Now, this could be somebody holding back from you, but you may not see something. This could be either somebody holding back from you, or the universe just blatantly putting something in your face and you're not seeing it. But the song Backstabbers just popped in my head. Backstabbers, backstabbers. I don't know why that song popped in my head, so you might be having some backstabbers. But I definitely do feel like this is going to be beneficial. We have the world. Now, when the world comes out, that just means that whatever situations you've had, they're coming to an end. when something ends, something new begins. All right. So I do feel like something interesting is happening next week, for the week of the 11th through the 16th. Honestly, whenever you see this, because I'm gonna put this on YouTube too. That's when that week is when it happens. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is weaving a web. The internet may be very important to you, or you may be creating something that needs to go on the internet. This could just be a message for me, but I also feel like it could be a message for somebody out there. But definitely what I'm feeling, these are just the cards individually. I haven't read them all together yet. But definitely, I do feel a strong pull of you doing something that has to do with connection, communication. Don't get stuck in the loop or the web that somebody else. Wait, don't get stuck in the web that somebody else is weave. Whoa. We have Father of Cups, emotionally fulfilling, um, emotional maturity, masculine energy as well, but you don't have to be a masculine to have that energy. Sorry, if you guys know me and you've watched my readings on TikTok, then you know that I yawn in the middle of me doing readings all of the time. So I do apologize if you're not somebody who's into yawning, but that's just confirmation for me. If you've been around, you know I do that. I do that all the time. Almost slipped up. I should screw it. And we have the Daughter of Pentacles. The Daughter of Pentacles is an offer. It's a new start. It's a building foundation. All right, now we're gonna read them all together, just so I can give you more of an idea. But singly, they kind of gave a little bit of a story. You have Temperance on the bottom. Temperance is about balance. We have the Swan there too. The Swan, carries babies. Babies are new beginnings. But and that's kind of the energy here. That is honestly the energy here. Is new beginnings. I do feel like with all of this, I'm seeing a new beginning somewhere. I'm seeing justice being had. You may have a creative project or creative idea, or you might just be a creative person or a person that just looks really good. Coming out of their shell to finally do something. You may be scared of the backlash. You may not even like the backlash. But let's face it, without that backlash, there is going to be no moving forward. Without you even closing out the cycle of fear that is necessary to move forward, until you do that, there's going to be hard to move forward. There's going to be connections that you're either missing or you're going to be making next week that are going to be very, very beneficial. For some of you, this could be a connection with a like a masculine water sign. Which, oh God, I hope it's not a Cancer man. They're awful. I mean, let's keep it real. Water sign men are just terrible. But that's beside the point. They could have that sun, moon, or rising, by the way. But definitely, when it comes to, and if you're a water sign man watching this, I apologize. But once again, I'm just gonna say it. But either way, with the Daughter of Pentacles, you are building or beginning to build your empire, and you're building it with style. So definitely, when it comes to next week, I do think it is very, very beneficial for you to just let it ride out and don't take any shortcomings. Don't take those too lightly at all. I do think that you've got a lot going for you, and I personally am excited to hear about it. I do hope you guys come back and hear about it. Now, next week is going to be the second episode, and it's called Styling Your Imperial Look. So, I mean, this episode I'm going to call New Beginning, New Style. Because new beginning, new style. But next week is going to be Styling Your Imperial Look. But that's going to drop on the 21st. Yeah, the 21st. I think I did that math right. Next Friday. This Friday, this one's going to go up. Next Friday, the next one's going to go up, which I think is the 21st because I think this was the 14th. But anyway, um, I want to thank you all for listening for 30 minutes. I do appreciate that. It's the Empire Exchange here. Once again, we're spirit, style, and self meet. Now, if today I inspired you, don't forget, share it with a friend. Share it with somebody who's trying to build their own empire. And don't forget to follow, leave a review, and connect with all my socials, which is the Empire Exchange Pod. Until next time, stay divine and stay royal.